I'm calling in the creator to the CEO who crave creating community and cash to create it like a boss. With me, Katrina Julia, as your host, multi-passionate entrepreneur, creator, and CEO who has walked from fear to faith, self-hate to love, corporate to calling, and continues to, with experience in 7+ industries, 7,000+ creators and startups, to creators to Fortune 500 brands, including Google, NBC, Victoria's Secret, and more. If you are ready to create it like never before in faith, wellness, wealth, marketing, business, travel, and more, this is the show for you. If this is your time to have freedom in all forms as you create it like a boss, let's create it. Welcome to an insider look into our retreat experiences. So one of my favorite experiences was when I stayed about 3 weeks in Cuba. And this episode will give you a behind the scenes of what it looked like. So you love to travel and have new experiences, and you have experiences across the globe, or your soul has been speaking to you to expand your horizons. Everything from adventure to relaxing stays and resorts, you are in love with travel and or you deeply desire to be, and who you may and get to become as you literally explore yourself and the world. Yet something inside of you is itching to not simply get away, but to recharge, to get and stay healthy, and to create and connect with a community that gets you live and in living color while traveling and adventuring and exploring and experiences. And you want to create a life and business that you love, and you desire to create it like a boss. You want a community to connect, create, and cultivate with, and you want to transform and travel. It is easy to see why even pre-pandemic global wellness economy is a $4.2 trillion industry and why it continues to grow. It's also mind-blowing but easy to see why the creator economy is estimated to be over $400 billion in the next 5 years or less, and why co-living and remote traveling for a month, 3 months, a year is on the rise, with increasing rental prices in the United States and in different economies all around the world. Traveling gives you a new perspective. It helps you release stress, reinvent yourself, increase happiness, and enhance creativity. And when done in various ways, it can be done in ways that do not break the bank. And in fact, you save money and or make money, whether it is having retreats in countries that have a much lower cost of living, whether it is creating digital products and making money. I invite you to look at my blog post and show on 7 ways to make 7K in 7 days and my course. You want fun, you want fitness, you want food, you want lifestyle, you want entrepreneurship and community. And so let me take you into an exclusive behind the scenes look with one of our retreats. And you can also see our videos across fitlifecreation.com/retreats that Weekend Voyagers put together about Cuba. And then on my YouTube channel at Limitless Global Girl, you can dive deeply into actually hearing from people like Jen Maria, like Hey Ashley Renee, like Carly, and many more. So the Cuba retreat, the day-by-day itinerary included, so you're going to get in this insider look how I set up these retreats, what's the agenda, what I did for Cuba. So first, I started with determining the location of which countries I wanted to visit within the next year. And in that particular year, it was Cuba, Brazil, and Atlanta. And we ended up connecting 2 separate weeks in Cuba across Marissa Pedersen, Ashley Renee. You can find Marissa at Postcards to Seattle. She actually attended 2 of our retreats. and also Jen Maria, Carly at Light Travels. I think she changed her Instagram handle at Weekend Voyagers, and several others, and also an incredible group of women with Michelle, who is a wealth energy expert in London. And what all of the retreats that I co create include typically are private villa stays and our small boutique experiences, healthy chefs and meals, Herbalife nutrition supplements, and swag bags, all part of our online programs and experiences. We always integrate some sort of community service in order to do impact, influence sustainability, give back to the community. So, for example, in Cuba, we did a workshops at an old photography school in old Havana that was the host with the Airbnb actually set up with me both weeks. And we also donated as part of the proceeds from the retreats and from the business to give back to 5+ scholarships each week that we visited. The workshops get into activities and themes like how passion plus purpose equals profits, six pack of wealth, business plans and forecasting, wellness workshops with meal plans, with recipes, with workouts, also specifically on business strategy and launches, like 5 steps to launch like a boss with AI, IO, and a chat GPT, and adventures and more. And in Havana specifically, we did a convertible car tour around Havana, which was amazing, and a photo shoot. We did a beach day and scuba diving in Santa Maria. We did a glow spa party. And then also we integrate existing and future possibilities with creators and with collaborations. So, what did each day look like? Immersive, out of the box, creative. And so, here's an example of day by day. So, day one was Wednesday, and we arrived. Actually, two of us initially arrived with Ashley on the same flight. We leave Atlanta without a hitch, and we land in Fort Lauderdale to find out our flight isn't equipped to go to Havana. No problem. We're about an hour delayed and then arrive safely. The other attendee for the first week ends up waiting for us for about 2 hours. The transportation with our private driver is right on time. That's another thing. I always set up private drivers and or coordinate with the hosts prior to. And we end up having an incredible dinner. We end up doing an initial workshop, a welcome workshop with how passion plus purpose equals profits. And then we get binders and we outline for the week of what it's like. And I also do an electronic portal where you have everything electronically. And if I'm traveling already, oftentimes I don't do binders for not only myself, but also others and just the room that binders take, but we do always have the electronic portal. Day two, we wake up super excited. We have a morning reflection time, incredible authentic breakfast, along with smoothie bowls and shakes. And then that day, we ended up going to explore Plaza Vieja. So technically we all arrived a day early because technically the retreat wasn't starting till 4 p.m. around dinner, but it was so cool to see because I wasn't vlogging at the time yet. So it was super awesome to see Ashley vlog and inspiring. And I also didn't have a vlogger before at the prior retreats, like in Costa Rica and other destinations. We explored the streets of Havana and we saw amazing sights. We got hustled by a BC taxi. Oftentimes, what's travel without being potentially hustled as a tourister? And it wasn't like a crazy hustle. It was like for everyone else, they said 5 CUC. And for us, they said 5 CUC per person. And hey, I'm more than happy to contribute to the economy of the local countries. So the welcome consisted of a dinner, a swag bag. I always do transformation toolkits, which are often shipped to the creators and entrepreneurs and influencers and CEOs. And the first day and every day, we have incredible, authentic cuisine with the healthy focus, whether it's vegan, seafood, and fresh fruit juices. We had workshops on space creating, on taming time, and 7 steps to success. I'm huge on time blocking. Definitely check out some of my past episodes on that. We then headed to share our stories and donate both time and money at the local photography school, and set up by our coordinator, Jose Ray, with Rentas Monicas. And if you didn't know, my mission for Fit Life Creation is follow love in all we do, impact people, and transform the mind. And developing nonprofits and integrating service and donating 10% of our sales is extremely important and non negotiable for me and everything we do. And I'm going to link the feature that I'm walking you through on here, and you can see Ashley's vlog as well firsthand. In the morning, we had incredible. So day three, we have incredible Cuban meal along with smoothie bowls. We use gluten-free certified banana caramel and vanilla with Herbalife Global Nutrition, the number one meal replacement company in the world. We then do a workshop that I have called Fly by Nutrition, where I dive deep into healthy habits, grocery shopping, meal prep, tips, tools, and tech. And also, if you didn't know, I lost over 55 pounds plus 7+ years ago and became alcohol free and have maintained those results. Disclaimer: anyone that uses Herbalife loses an average of a half a pound to a pound a week with a healthy, active lifestyle. Everyone provided their input, feedback, and progressing. We always did some sort of workout, whether it was yoga or HIIT, every morning or afternoon. We then moved on to head to our incredible photo shoot with Alex and his team in a convertible tour all around Havana. It's a must if you visit. We had so much fun, and I highly recommend this as one of the best ways to see and experience the city. We absolutely had a pink one 2 times in a row, because if you didn't know, my favorite colors are pink, blue, and green. We rested when we got back for dinner, and then we had our 6-pack of wealth workshop on the roof of our Airbnb. So one of the things I intentionally do is always giving before, as much as I can at retreats, some sort of giving or contribution experience before diving into the wealth, because it gives such a different perspective on how people live around the world and how happy and content and grateful they are. Oftentimes is so much less than we have in the US, yet there's always this underlying feeling or culture or marketing or programming or intensity for more. And not only with prior advertisements, but now with social media. Like, I love social media for business and for inspiration and for connection. But also, oftentimes it can be easy to get into the comparison mode of looking at someone else's 5-second highlight reel versus your current reality, but also realizing oftentimes you don't know what someone's fully walking through, no matter how beautiful their feed looks like. So the 6-pack of wealth, if you didn't listen to the last episode, I definitely encourage you to do that. And the 6-pack of wealth consists of creating, giving, saving, spending, investing, and leverage. And how I divinely downloaded that back in 2015-ish, 16, was as I had my 6-pack for the first time after losing all the weight. I divinely downloaded that, hey, everyone talks about a 6-pack of abs. Why not a 6-pack of wealth? And that's how that signature program was born. And you can dive into a free webinar on my freebies via the link in the show notes, as well on the website. Day 4, Saturday, we end up arranging a photo safari experience with a photography school near the Malecon, the boulevard on the water. So we actually ended up having 2 photo shoots on this retreat. Another amazing photographer I learned about in Cuba was Jose Ray, and I learned about him after we'd already booked with Alex, and he highly recommend as well. We then headed to Santa Maria Beach to eat, chill, and do our creating retreats workshop. I'll talk more about creating retreats in the next episode too. Ashley also presented her workshop on the beach on tips, tools, and tech for filming videos and equipment that was super duper helpful. Definitely follow at Hey Ashley Renee for tips on being a wife, vegan mom. She posts adorable videos now about her children and so much more. Watching her also super inspired me to start. And so all the videos and content you see now are also a product from people like Brendan, like Ashley, like Jasmine, Star, and so many more. We also got a surprise with the company we arranged snorkeling and diving with. They tried to triple our prices. So we ended up having workshops Sunday morning and more chill time at the beach. And Yancel is amazing. He was our amazing driver. And I included in the link in the show notes his information. And then Sunday, we started our day off right with an incredible breakfast as usual. We then jumped into my workshop on billions in our brains and finished up. Marissa also shared how great it is to get confirmation that she was on track with several things. And she posted an incredible post on building her brand in Costa Rica from our first retreat. I got such inspiration from her at the time about learning about Hootsuite and Tailwind and other tools. And I had already implemented them during that retreat. We then wrapped up with creating Limitless, which ties the structure presented in billions in our brains and next steps. And we wrapped up with the 90-day plan and headed to Santa Maria to relax. So the following week, where we ended up going with group 2, it was a bit different, but it was very, very similar. And the Bali experience, for those of you that are considering the Bali retreat, is will be different from the aspect of, especially if as we're kickstarting the new year. I will be diving into my intention setting and my vision plan and vision boards and electronic vision boards with Canva. So we'll be also integrating that. We will also have 5 steps to launch like a boss along with AI, just to give you some key points and differences. And if the Bali retreat for the New Year, New You interests you even more, I am running an incredible Bali blowout special for Black Friday that includes refer one friend, get 50% off the first week in Bali for the New Year, New You for women, and or refer 3 friends and get yours free. And how this is so different is, one, I've never seen any other retreats or platforms do this unless you are leading a retreat. And then they typically require at least 5 or 10, depending on the platform in that range, just to give you an idea. And what you must do to qualify for that special, for the Bali blowout, for the Black Friday special, which I'm super, super, super excited about, you guys, is you must complete the assessment that is in the link in the show notes on the retreat page at fitlifecreation.com/retreats. And you must complete the creator call with me and the others that you potentially refer if you are referring one or more. And you must pay in full, and or however you do a payment plan, whether that's with some of the ones we do offer via Kajabi, like Afterpay, or others that are there, and or if you have credit via PayPal, of course. And as an extra bonus, if you refer 3 people, you will get yours free. Yes, you will get yours free. So again, I encourage you and invite you to listen to the past episode, because I give you even more detail of what the Bali retreat will look like as a deeper dive. And stay tuned, because on the next episode, I'm going to walk you through what it's like to lead retreats. And if that's something that interests you, that is something also that can be done on a private retreat experience aspect. You can potentially add a special mastermind workshop for that, and or several days, and or a retreat dedicated to that for you and or your brand. So leave a review on the show. Drop your Instagram handle so I can shout you out. Tag me on social at Katrina Julia Fit, at Fit Life Creation. Leave a review on the show so other people know about it. And as always, friends, remember, create, transform, and inspire, because you are born to. All the chats on faith, wellness, money, marketing, business, and travel, so you create a life and business already. Head on over to the blog, the podcast, and the freebies to jumpstart your transformation. If you're ready to dive into the online courses, the live events, or the retreat. And if you want to create with our community on an even deeper level, definitely check out our internships, our influencer collaborations, management, and brand engagement. Let's create it.